John here, guys, and today we're talking about the iFlight Cinepick. That is right. This is iFlight's latest bind and fly that is their version of a toothpick that can get HD recording, hence the Cinepick name. Quite clever. And this is using their Whoop style Success board, which is really cool, and they're 1105 motors. These are 4300 kV. I've been running them on 3S. I'm not really sure if they can really handle 4S. I mean, the motors probably can. I'm not sure about the stack, so I'm going to take it nice and easy. I think I'm just going to stick to 3S. This isn't meant to be a outright speed machine. It is meant to be a cinematic quad. So how does this compare to the ducted Cinewhoops like the iFlight Cinebee 75 HD that we reviewed a while back? Does the footage look smoother? So let's take a look at some of these flights. On now, the other thing it has is the Baby Turtles camera. Now, I do like this Baby Turtles camera a little bit better than the Tarsier 2 because it seems to just be set up to record as soon as you plug it in, which is really all that I want from these type of cameras. I want it to act like a GoPro. As soon as I turn on, start recording, let's go for a flight. I don't want to have to get into the app, which is a pain in the butt to do. It comes with these HQ 3x2-inch props. Look at this beautiful aquamarine TPU pod that holds the nano-sized Baby Turtles camera perfectly. They have the XM Plus. This is the bind and fly version. So the XM Plus is kind of mounted up in the little stack, or up in the pod, I mean. And it is mounted in such a way that you can get a 1.5 mil driver and hit the bind button underneath in there. It's kind of hard to see it, but I did not have to take this thing off in order to bind it up to my transmitter. Also, check out these little arm guards, these little TPU arm guards. Very nice. They have some quality printing over there. This frame is sort of like a dead cat design, so as you're getting that smooth footage, you will not have props in view. I like that. The power seems quite sufficient. It's not particularly efficient with this setup because of the extra weight. This thing, I'll put the weight on the screen right here. It's definitely heavier than, say, my Diatone Cube 339, but you would expect that because this has HD on board. It has some few little extra things like these arm guards. This is meant to be able to fly smooth, but still have enough speed to have fun. And I really didn't notice any issues with latency as I was flying it around. Of course, these things are not meant to go 100 miles an hour, but I was pleasantly surprised. This doesn't need the dual camera like the Tarsier when you're not going super speeds. They do have a little capacitor out to the back here. It's just kind of hanging there, which I don't love, but the power leads come off to the side, so they're not like going to be jostled by the power leads constantly, so that's not so bad. It has a nice little iFlight strap woven in there with a little soft mount pad to keep your batteries safe. And check this out, guys, a little hole for your USB port, so you don't have to plug your USB port to the side. It comes to the bottom on this toothpick board. These motors are not installed by connectors. They are soldered on to these tiny little microscopic pads. So, what is the preference for fun? For fun flying, you definitely are going to want this. If you want to be able to fly fun and get some HD recording still, I think that you're still going to have slightly more fun with something like the 339 without the HD on board. You want it to be as light as possible. That is such a special combination. You probably could run 4S on this, but I'm just not going to risk it on this small board, I don't think. If you're running 4S on one of these, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll give it a shot. I wouldn't take this to the races, but if you wanted to get smooth footage at a park or somewhere near your house, and you did not want to have to worry about something larger, if you don't want to fly something ducted, if you want to be able to do those power moves and still get HD footage, then this may be the answer that we have all been waiting for. These things that are so small can kind of be a pain to build. So I'm glad that there are quite a number of good options hitting the market now that allow you to fly with power and still get that HD feel. Like the previous generation of these, like the Diatone 349 that had HD on board. I mean, that thing was so fast that it's like, what are you gonna need to get HD footage going 100 miles an hour with a 3-inch for? To me, this is a better option, and it's light enough, slow enough, controllable enough to really be able to take it a lot of different places, guys. And because of this dead cat design, your props will not be in view, so your footage will be quite clean indeed. Thanks, guys.